Hello. So, oh my god, I'm out of breath because I went upstairs. I went up the stairs and then I came down the stairs and now I'm out of breath. I want to sit down and I want to make some punch cards because I keep seeing like reels of people making these like rings of punch cards, which sometimes I go on Amazon. I really am trying to buy less on Amazon, but you know, look, I can only do my best. But sometimes when I go and buy stuff, I don't think take in the volume of what's going to arrive, if you know what I mean. I just look and I see and I'm like, oh, that's what I need, and then I order it because I'm so hyped. So I actually bought a whole bag of rings. I don't really need a whole bag. I probably only need like one or two at most, but that's fine. That's cool. I'll find some use for these. That's okay. But I have like this bag of colourful rings and some ideas for punch cards. So I keep seeing like reels of people making them as like just like cute little, you know, how many books I've read or how many things I've drawn, maybe. My mind is going completely blank, of course. But basically just little cute punch cards. It doesn't even have to be like a goal or anything like that. It can just be like how many times I thought about my favourite drink. Whatever. You've probably seen them if you're into arty things and you're on Instagram, because I feel like they're everywhere, unless the algorithm is just sending me more and more. So I have that. I have a hole puncher, which is actually under my desk because it fell on the floor. That's fine. I don't need it right now, so that's cool. I need that later. The reason I have that though is unrelated, but also cool. Is I really struggle to like let go of things people give me. Find it difficult. It's just one of those things. I feel like if I throw something away that someone gives me or give something away that someone gives me, it feels like I'm like throwing that person away. There's probably something there, but whatever. But I actually also do really love to keep like cards, Christmas cards, birthday cards, etc. And this year when I was packing the Christmas stuff away, which I now realise this was supposed to go with the Christmas stuff. This is now dawning on me. Oh well. I was trying to think and I'm like, I can't keep putting them in like shoe boxes and stuff like that because sometimes it ends up way bulkier than it needs to be. And I was like, someone must have a solution. And I saw these. So it's like there's like a wooden front and a wooden back, and it has like these hoops on them. And you just hole punch the cards and then put them in and it holds them like a binder. And look how like small that is then. Packing away, which I realise now I haven't packed it away, but that's fine. I did get this off of Amazon. However, I will say I don't think I've seen, when I've gone to like markets or anything, I don't think I've seen anyone making these or selling them. I would like to buy like a birthday card one, but I'd like to buy one from someone, you know, like a small business or someone who makes them rather than buying it off Amazon. So I'm gonna, one, keep an eye out at markets, and two, I guess like look on Etsy or something and see if I can find someone who makes these by hand. There's actually a YouTuber I watch that I really enjoy, and she makes wood stuff. And she does, I guess it would be kind of similar to this. She does journals and she does wooden covers, and like I think it's like a wood laser cut. I'll put like her YouTube here because I'm really bad at remembering names of things and people, names of channels, you know, social media accounts, people. I'm just bad at remembering anything. But she makes really cool ones and like paints them, so like laser cut them, and they'll be like, oh, that's the doorbell. One sec. Sorry about that. There was a parcel for my partner just turned up, which has upset the cat now because the cat was actually quite content. I don't know if you can hear me screaming now. We're at 3:30, which means he has an hour until he gets fed, and so he will scream at me for probably the next hour. What was I saying? Yeah, she laser cuts them and then like paints with like I think Posca markers and stuff like that. They're really cool. I think she makes like earrings and she does crochet too. Really cool channel. Which made me think there has to be someone out there, like an independent shop that's making these sorts of things that I could maybe buy, like a birthday one, maybe an Easter one as well. Because I think it's really cool. And when I was looking online for something like this, there was also people giving advice on like how they manage like not being able to let go of stuff. And they said like they'll keep, I think I saw some people say like they'll keep, say, their Christmas cards, and then next year when they go to put next year's lot in, they'll like sift through the previous year's one and see, you know, if any have any really sentimental stuff stuck in, they'll keep that one. But if they have like a card maybe from last year from someone who just like wrote their name in it, and then they got a card from this year from the same person who just wrote their name on it, maybe they'll get rid of last year's one and keep this year's or something like that, you know what I mean? But try to like go through it each time, so you're not hoarding like a million cards from the same person, and maybe they only write like love from whoever. And I thought, you know what, that's quite a good idea. Maybe I could do that, because that way I still have something from them. I don't necessarily have to keep every card, because I really do want to get more organised this year. I didn't add that in my previous video when I was talking about my, what I hope for 2026. Definitely getting organised and getting better at like buying stuff. But that I thought was a really cool purchase. So how did I get onto that? Oh, because I was talking about the hole puncher. The hole puncher came with that, which is really handy, because then I was like, I want to make these, and now I have a hole puncher. Fantastic. I will say, with that set, if you do end up getting something like that, some of these cards are like thick and really difficult to hole punch. And I like, my hand was so sore afterwards, because the ones where it's like you get a card and then there's like, not only is the card thick, but then there's like folded up paper thing inside, or there's like a couple pages of paper in the card, those sort of Christmas cards and stuff you get. Oh my god, that was an ordeal. But I love that. That's a great way to store things. Yeah, just a little side note, to be honest. So I sat and thought about what I would want to make as a whole bunch. The cat is like right there. I was just waiting for him to knock the camera over. I sat and thought of some ideas for what I want for my punch cards. So I thought I'd do some for like January. I was like, maybe I could just make some for the month, and I'll see. I've seen reels, but I guess I haven't really absorbed the length of time people use the punch cards for. Do they just use them until they've punched them all? Do they do them month per month basis? I don't know, but this is what I plan to do. So I did draw like little ideas on a bit of paper, and then I drew up some little sketches of what I thought I'd like to do. So I did January 2026 punch cards. I did one for like how many coffees I've bought. Meditation station, just how many times I've meditated. I've got how many walks I do, because last year I really committed to like trying to go on a walk every day. I don't really go on a walk every single day of the week now. I probably get 6 out of 7 days. For the most part, I go for a walk every day, or I go for multiple walks. Been really great for mental and physical health, so I want to kind of keep on top of that. Craft kits completed, because when I go to the charity shop, I sometimes will find like little craft kits, or sometimes I'll just buy myself a little craft kit, because I want to try different kinds of crafts and get into different things. The only thing is, if I keep seeing more, I keep buying them, and then do I sit down and do them? Not really. However, I actually did do one, which I will show you the results of now. So I did do this little video for Instagram, which I'll just put on here so you can see. So yeah, I found those. Oh, the cat's been rubbing up against it. It's got all these cat hair on it. So I found these little DIY kits in the charity shop, little felt keyring kits, and yeah, I just love seeing these, because it's like the reason I like to buy these is because, for one, I just really love like cute kits, and I'm like, oh, I want to try that, and my brain gets excited. But number two is, it means I can try some things without buying a lot of stuff. I don't have to buy packs of like if I wanted to make something like this, then I'd have to go and buy like a pack of felt, and I'd have to buy the fluff, and you know what I mean? Whereas if I get one of these, if I see this in charity shop, it has everything I need. Then I could try it out, see if I like it, and then maybe invest in stuff if I really want to. The tag in my pyjama shorts right now is driving my skin insane. Do I have anyone watching that fucking deals with that? I know a lot of people do. It's so irritating. Some days my skin will be okay, but other days it's like, if there's a tag touching it, it just, my skin goes nuts. So I got this one, I got this back keyring one, and I got the bunny one. I decided to make the bunny one, but as you'll see in like the little clip I showed on the screen, I added some beads. I changed the eyes, and I made her a little sad bunny, because I was kind of feeling sad that day. And also I was like, I want to make the kit my own as well. I don't want to make it exactly like how the instructions say. And I think it turned out really cute, actually. I really like it. And the little tears like wiggle. Oh, she's so sad. She's just like me. And I kind of messed up the back where you sew in the ribbon. So I tried to add like a little felt heart to cover up my poor stitching work. But that was really a lot of fun. I'm glad I tried it. And then I started getting loads of ideas of like little felt things that I could make, which I think could be really cool. So if I make any others, I'll let you know. And I will make this one at some point. I've been thinking like how I will squash moustacheify it. So that's why I have this punch card. It's because I want to do some of these kits. Because I do have quite a few kits that I have gathered that I just haven't gotten into that I want to get myself motivated to do. I have one for veggie days because I would really like to try and have some like full vegetarian days here and there. I kind of like, sometimes I'm like, maybe a full day is asking a lot. Probably to people who are vegetarian, it's probably not asking a lot. For someone who struggles to like make changes in their life, I really like, you know, I'm a creature of habit, and I like what, you know, what I like, and I stick in my routine, and I find it difficult to shift out of stuff at times. Especially like I find it, I don't know, I find it really hard. I like to just have the same meals, you know, I like to have the same meals over and over again, or I find it really difficult to venture out to new things, or, you know, tweak the meals that I always have to something different, because it's like I just like things the way, you know, I just like having the same thing over and over again. Do you know what I mean? But I'd like to try and have veggie days. I kind of stopped because I thought there for a second maybe I could have done like veggie dinners or something. So if I, you know, start slowly, a dinner, and then try and make the full day vegetarian. But I don't think I really need to think that this like deeply into it. I think it'll be okay. Basically veggie days, because I want to try and have, if I could get to a place where I have like one vegetarian day a week or something, I think that would be really cool. I've got posted shit online, and I have little squares for that's not YouTube, Instagram, YouTube, and Bluesky. So yeah, I just think that'd be quite fun. Got my yoga on. So they're my plans. They're my little punch cards. I don't really know. I kind of was like, I'm not 100% sure what to do for these. We'll see how I get on. And I have been really itching to do some painting for a while. However, my paint trolley is in the corner there, and I just don't have the capacity to like drag everything out because everything's upside down in a mess. So instead, I'm going to use, which I think is also probably a good idea, I'm going to use the paints I got in that paint set that I told you guys about in my last video, where me and my best friend did like paintings for each other. These are the paint sets that came with it. So you got one of these each, and paintbrushes. And I've got my like little dessert pot glass things that I'm using as the water, the water thing. Just, I'm using it for water to clean my brushes. So yeah, I'm going to sit and cut out some punch card shaped card. I have some random card here because I've got drawers up there. These all have like is like paper and stuff organised into colour. One of them has all like white and cream kind of stuff in, so I have these like scraps of card. I don't know where I got them from. So I'm going to use these, and I plan to paint them. Basically, I want to do the backgrounds. I thought I'd do really fun like colourful ones. That kind of looks like the sprinkles cake you'd get at primary school. But you know, I just want to do some cool, I realise I'm looking at them, but I don't know if the camera's seeing it, but probably. I just want to do some really cool bright colours, because these are the colours I use. I use these colours a lot now. This green, blue, purple and pink, because I draw with highlighters. I draw with, at work, like a lot of the time I'll sit and draw. When I sit and draw, I'll use highlighters. And highlighters are always these really like vibrant colours. So now I'm like really motivated to use these colours a lot, because it's what I use most days. Yeah, so should we do that? Let me see if I can angle you guys down so you can see. I might actually, while I work, should I yap or should I watch something while I work? Maybe I can yap. Let me yap. God, guys, let me yap. So if I point you down like that, I'm not trying to do like a full top-down tutorial. This isn't a tutorial video. This is just a me vibing while we hang out kind of video. Yeah, I have my card that I'm going to draw around. I'm using this is my card that I can use if anyone ever has a go at me for wearing blue tinted glasses. But actually no one has ever so far, thankfully. Oh God. Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, because I have blue sort of darkish blue tinted glasses to help me, like when I use computer screens or when I'm in really brightly lit places, because my brain struggles to process light. I didn't find out that I struggled with that a couple years ago. I just found out what was popping off. So I went and, I don't know if I've probably have, yeah, I think I probably have spoken about this. But I went and got assessed to see if I needed tinted glasses. And it was really cool, actually. Like, you look into this machine. It kind of, the machine-wise, it kind of reminds me of the one you look in when you get an eye test done. Is it the one where you, like... Because when I went to Specsavers recently, or not recently, you kind of, like, shoved your face into this machine, and then you had to... I don't know if you, like, press a button to... If you see dots or something, I can't remember. Anyway, you kind of, like, look in this machine, you put your face in this, like, bit, and they will have, like, a white background with writing on it. And then they'll put like different colour lenses in, and you kind of say whether you can read it better or worse. And when I first got there, they had me like read out a sheet of paper, and then we went through all of those colour lenses to find the exact right like shade that helps me. And then I had to read off the paper afterwards, and there was like a certain percent improvement in my ability to read once I had the colour tint. I can't remember what the percent was. I have it on a bit of paper because I got given like paperwork afterwards. So now I have these blue tinted glasses, and yeah, you get this card to be like, if anyone hassles you, you can be like, these are for like medical reasons. They're not cosmetic. But yeah, no one's really said anything. I think it'd only be a problem if I was in some sort of scenario where people would have an issue with like someone wearing sunglasses, because the blue is quite dark. They do kind of look like sunglasses. I think a lot of people think I'm just wearing like blue tinted sunglasses, when in fact it's just blue lenses. There's just like a little random ramble. So I don't know how many of these I need actually. I'm terrible at this. Oh my god, how do people just do this stuff? It doesn't matter, they don't have to be perfect, but fucking hell, man. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my god, 8! That's perfect! Okay, so there we go. I have extra sheets here, but the real test is going to be me cutting these out, but I'm kind of thinking, should I use a paper cutter rather than scissors? Could I have used a paper cutter this whole time? Let me just use scissors. You know what? Let's just have fun, because I tell you why. Because I'm like, I should use a paper cutter so that they're like perfectly cut, whereas we're not fucking around with that anymore. We're gonna make stuff that's not perfect. Also, I have this coffee today. I'm trying a new flavour. This is a limited edition caramel brownie flavour frappuccino. It's quite late in the day for me to be kicking off with coffee, but fuck it. It's 4 p.m. and I'm having my first coffee of the day. I say first coffee, I only ever really drink one coffee. I don't know why, because I did stop drinking coffee when I couldn't handle my anxiety, because I was like, well, coffee makes me more anxious, so I can't drink coffee. Let me take a sip and see what you think. See what you think? Let me take a sip of this coffee and see what you guys think. Ooh. That's okay. Definitely artificial brownie flavour, it feels like. Ugh. Oh, it's not great. It's not great. I'm very picky with coffee. Not because I think I have fantastic taste in coffee. It's just because I really love sugar and milk in my coffee, and it has to be the right kind of sugary sweet shit for me. That is not great. I definitely will not buy that again. But I thought I'd give it a go. Yeah, I stopped drinking coffee because I was like, I can't handle this. Anything that's going to make my anxiety worse, I avoided. Classic compulsions, avoidance. And then my therapist back in the day suggested that I might have ADHD. And she was like, let's just like slowly introduce coffee and just see if you feel any different when you have coffee. And I was like, I don't know, really, because to be honest, I used to drink a lot of coffee and energy drinks back in the day. I was like, they used to always make me really sleepy and relaxed. It never sort of gave me what I think people wanted coffee for. And now I drink coffee, sometimes I feel the buzz, I guess. But I think I kind of realise now that maybe the coffee wasn't making me anxious. Maybe actually I was just really anxious, and then I drank coffee, and then my brain was like, you're going to have a panic attack because you drank coffee, and then I'd get more anxious. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. Who knows? So now I drink 1 coffee a day. But I guess there's something there, because I won't go past 1. I guess you know what? Maybe I'm having a revelation that maybe I am worried if I have a second coffee. But I do feel now that like want for coffee. So when I get up in the morning, if I don't drink a coffee in the day, I'm like, oh God, I desperately need a coffee. I guess it kind of feels kind of similar to like when I really want like Dr. Pepper or something. Like, oh, I'm desperate for a Dr. Pepper, you know? But I do feel like my brain is like fragmented. And then if I drink a coffee, it kind of feels like someone like just wraps a load of like cling film around my brain and it goes together again. It doesn't necessarily function 100%, but it feels like the pieces kind of find their way back to each other a little bit, you know, and I can kind of get my shit together. But who knows? Maybe it's just that my brain's getting a fix of like caffeine and it's like, "Rrr," and then it makes me feel bad when I don't have caffeine. Either way, I enjoy coffee, but that is not great. That coffee is not great, and I'm kind of glad I took it to work. I was going to have it at work, but I ended up buying a hot coffee. I'm kind of glad I saved it to have at the weekend because I would have been so miserable at work if that was my coffee for the day. I'd have been like, oh fuck, not good. And I have been thinking about getting a milk frother warmer thing so that I can make coffee in that. A friend of ours recommended one to us. But I'm kind of like unsure whether to get a coffee machine or get something that like grinds coffee beans and then one of these ones that like heats milk up. It's really difficult to know because I'm not, like I say, I'm really specific with my coffee. I just like really milky, sugary coffee. I'm not like some connoisseur. Like I won't make a coffee pot and then drink a whole coffee pot. Do you know what I mean? I will make like a cup of coffee that is 100% milk. So I kind of need to figure out what I want to do. But I do really like the idea of like the milk warmer / frother because you can make hot chocolate in those and you can make milkshakes, I think. And that kind of makes sense because I love hot chocolates also. And it means in the morning before work, I can just put everything into that machine and then let it do its thing. Whereas currently, if I want to make a coffee, like I bought some thermos. Actually, I have thermos water bottles now, which I really like. But I bought some thermos, like smaller bottle things, so I can take my coffee to work and it still be warm because I was making them in like travel cups, like the plastic ones. And by the time I got to work, it was like cold. Whereas now I use the little thermos. I got one that I think is meant for soup because it has a little thing in the lid where a spoon can go. I just use it for coffee at the moment. And what was I saying? Oh yeah, when I make my coffee in the morning, I have to like keep going back and forth to the microwave because I'll like do the milk like a minute at a time so that it doesn't it doesn't foam up and boil over. So I'll do it for a minute and I'll check it, and then I'll do it for a minute and check it, which means like my then getting ready for work keeps getting interrupted by me going back and forth to the microwave. And I'm just like, if I can have something that I can just like have the coffee making itself essentially while I do other stuff, that would be fantastic. But getting a little thermos it's just changed my life because it means I can take my coffee to work. I don't have to drink it on the way to work because I know it's going to get cold. I can take it to work and then I can just like sip it through the morning and it stays so hot. It's, oh my God, it's like changed my coffee life. I don't know, how are you guys? I see a lot of people online drink like matcha tea. That's definitely I don't know. I can't say like that's definitely a creative person thing because I don't know. But essentially, anytime I see matcha, it's when I watch art vlogs and it's just people making matcha all the time. But I haven't tried it myself. I don't think I've tried it, but part of me feels like, oh yeah, I think I tried. Google, stop listening. Hey Google, stop. I'll tell you what, guys. I have noticed increasingly. Now I know everything listens. Every device you have listens to you, right? But I've noticed increasing amounts that the Google will just start listening when you don't say anything remotely related to its name. And because the one in the living room is right next to me here, I'll look over because I'll see the lights on it and I have to tell it to stop listening to me. If you want to fucking listen to me, okay, go to my YouTube channel and click on the video so I get the view at least, if you're going to fucking spy on me, okay? Everything I'm saying here is going to be in this video, Google. Could you imagine the person who's like assigned to listen to me has to just sit and listen to me fucking waffle about coffee machines? But it's so bad. Like, it really does feel like it does it way more often now. I don't have anything to hide. Like, it can listen to me, but I don't want some fucking random robot listening to me when it's not supposed to. Do you know what I mean? No matter if I am just sitting here scratching my ass. But yeah. Anyway, that's my Google rant. But I hope you guys are doing good. if you've been making anything, let me know what you've been making. Oh, before I got rudely interrupted by someone listening to me, I was saying I have tried like matcha. Now, what are they called? I think it's a Japanese thing, but I might be wrong, so my bad if I... Oh, mochi, is it? It's like the squishy sort of sweet treat, but I don't know if you can... Maybe you can get them savoury. Anyway, I've tried like matcha sort of flavoured things like that, and I haven't really liked it, so I don't think I would like matcha as a drink. So I haven't really explored it, but I tell you what, people fucking love it. They love it. I see it on YouTube all the time. I really do. It does make me sort of laugh a little bit when I watch YouTube videos. And look, this isn't hate. This is not coming from a place of hate. It's coming from like a place of it makes me sort of laugh. Is like how many art videos will either start or have a segment where someone's making coffee or matcha. Like, it's insane how often that happens. Okay, so I do have like a corner puncher, but I don't know where it is right now. And I can't be bothered to look, so I'm just going to try and cut the corners curved. I'm going to try and curve the corners myself a little bit. But yeah, if you guys are making anything, as I was saying, let me know what you've been getting into. I've kind of mostly just been sketching ideas for things. I haven't super been making anything. I really got into the like square punch Instagram content. So look at that. Look at, can you see that corner? Hey, look, it doesn't matter. I said I'm going to make these imperfectly. The goal is, well, that's not really the goal. The goal is to make the punch cards, but fuck it. We're going to have imperfect corners. I don't care. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I keep getting a lot of like square punch content, like people who fill up like sketchbooks with stuff that they've square punched. They've punched out with a square puncher. I don't know. You know what I mean, I think. And I ended up getting one because I got sucked into it. Oh, that one's really bad. Oh, that one's rough. That's all right. I got into it, but I was like, I'm not really going to fill a sketchbook up with square bits of junk because it just wasn't my vibe, okay? But what I thought was, look what I got. Now, if you've watched my videos, you will have known that last year I fucking talked about this diary. I think 80% of my video was me talking about diaries last year, but I bought this diary last year and I bought it again because I liked it so much. Hobonichi who? Because remember, you know, like I said, if you watch those videos, you remember I was talking about Hobonichi the whole time. Anyway, I've decided to use I'm doing it upside down so you can see it properly. So you can see what I put in there, but it is upside down. I've decided to use the monthly page as the square junk, daily junk thing, which I thought was really cool. I had been posting on my Instagram every day, my daily junk, and putting it into like a highlight, but I stopped doing it because I started to ruin it for myself by putting unnecessary pressure on myself all the time. So last year, I had used, for quite a few months, I had used these square monthly pages for like drawing. I would do like a drawing a day, and I couldn't keep up with it because I started creating lots of things, and I just didn't have time. So now I'm doing square punching. I'm like a few days behind, but that's fine because I have the stuff that I want to use from that day aside. But I just love it. So I did start last month because I got this journal in December, this diary in December, journal, whatever. So I started it then. Oh, that'll be when I made the bunny. So it's coming along quite nicely. If you want to see them all, close up, like I say, there is like a highlight on my Instagram page, but really cool. So if you've seen that trend and you're like, I want to get on it, but I don't really want to like just fill a sketchbook with squares because it doesn't feel like your vibe, I recommend using the monthly square page in your diary for it because, like I said last year, I can't really see me going back and forth to that page to use it as like an actual way to remember anything. It made more sense for me to just draw in them. So now I'm just going to put square shit in them. But what have I been listening to? So I've been listening to a lot of BB No Dollar. I've been listening to a lot of him. I think actually in December or January, I got a notification from YouTube Music to say that I was in like the top like 0.5% listeners because I'd been listening to his music a lot. Just really good fun vibes, and that's kind of what I needed. And me and my partner like went into Peak when they had the little event where you could go in and there's like a little mini concert from him, and that was really a lot of fun. Talking of Peak, we got Bing Bong. We actually are waiting for the Scout plushie as well. I'll have to show you guys sometime, but we have Bing Bong up on our shelf over there. I kind of wish they had put like a little voice box in him. So when you squeeze him, I said to my partner, like, or at minimum like a squeaker, because when you squeeze him, he would squeak and then he started talking. They added like voice lines. But I wish they'd put something in when you squeeze him. But he's so cute. I do love Ping Pong. And I love Peek. There we go. Okay, so I cut them all. Hey, this is fun. I'm enjoying just crafting and chatting. You know what? I feel like these could be like fun little videos. You know, just hang out, have a little hangout partner. I wish I had like a crafting hangout partner, to be honest. But I guess, you know what? We can be crafting hangout partners in a non like creepy way. I guess we are kind of hanging out and crafting. Okay, so I was going to look for something to put underneath this while I paint so that it doesn't ruin the map. But I guess it doesn't really matter. But it kind of does matter a little bit because whatever I put on this afterwards, I want it to be clean. What is this? That's card. What is this? That's also card. Why do I have 2 stacks of card? All this. Anyway, whatever. I've got an all this like sale thing. So let's just do that. So I think let me start with the full colour ones first. Now we'll see. Do you know what I need to make? I need to make a colour wheel so I can get good at like colours. Let me get good at colours, guys. I feel like I must have made a colour wheel when I was in college, but I was like fucking high on anxiety. Most of my life is a blur because I was so fucking exhausted. I was so anxious all the time that I was just sort of like, I think I just like, if I'm honest with you, I think I like white knuckled most of my life. It was all just like, I was so anxious. I was so like high on anxiety that I don't know if I actually like fully experienced a lot of things. Do you know what I mean? Like, have you ever gone, if you're an anxious person, have you ever gone to like, say, an event or something? These colours are not going to be as vibrant as the highlighter, I'm realising, because I need really the colours. I don't think I can mix. We'll just work with do you know what? I'm just going to work with what I've got. It's fine. Like, if you're an anxious person, if you've ever gone to like an event or something, but you're so anxious and you go and the whole time you're like, oh my God, I'm so anxious, but I'm going to go and do it. And you like talk to people or whatever. You go there, you do it. And then you come back and you're like, oh my God, I did it. Thank God. But then if you sit and think about it, you don't really remember much of what you did or like of any conversations you had with people because you were in like fight or flight the whole time. I think I spent like most of my life in fight or flight. So I don't really remember a lot of things. Like, I feel like my memory of a lot of stuff is so vague. Like, my memory of college is so vague because I was just in fucking fight or flight all the time. So I don't think my brain like had the capacity to fully process everything. Does that make sense? Like, I don't think my brain could fully file everything away because it was too busy being like, okay, we're just going to get through this. I gotta get through this. You know what I mean? We're going to get through this day. And that was every day. And then your brain doesn't get like the downtime to process sort of thing. Because then I'd just go home and be anxious, and then I'd go to sleep and I'd just have fucking anxiety nightmares every night. So, and I'm not like saying this to be like, woe is me. I'm just talking about life. I'm just talking. I'm just thinking out loud about things. I guess when you paint things, it gets wet and then it bends. But I suppose that doesn't matter for the punch cards, really, because they don't have, they're just going to be on it's just going to be like on a circle ring and get like mashed up anyway, so. But yeah, it's kind of shit because I really wish I could remember a lot of stuff I did in college, and to be honest, I kind of just wish I could go back and do college again, although maybe not there because it was really shit. It was really bad. It was a bad college, but I still feel like I kind of think about it every now and then, and I look and think, God, I'd love to like go to university, or I'd love to go to college now and learn stuff. I don't think I can, really. I mean, I could. I don't think I can fit it in my life, you know? Maybe in the future I could, actually. Because I'm still working on like balancing things. I'm still learning how to, I feel like I'm still learning how to be a person. Now I'm finding my feet a little bit. Now I'm living life again. So I've got to have a little bit of patience. But I would love to go like study art, or like I was saying, like do art workshops or something. Broaden my knowledge. Yeah, I just think it'd be cool to have like, I feel like I create art, but I don't think you necessarily have to be like, actually no, let me stop and re-say that. I don't think you have to like be like educated in art. You know what I mean? Just make stuff and you're an artist. You don't have to have some sort of background education, in my opinion, because I think it's good to learn. Obviously, it's great. I think it's good. I think it's good for your brain and stuff as well. But I also think you just make, don't you? You just make stuff, and that's what's important. I used to get really hung up on that, like having not gone to university and stuff. I used to really feel less than because of it and stuff. But now I'm just like, fuck it, man. Just make stuff. You don't have to feel bad about yourself because you didn't go a certain path of it, you know? There's so many people that make really cool shit that never studied art. So I think maybe I could be like that. Maybe I could be that person too. Oh, there's 2 here. Oh my god, I got bamboozled. I got bloody bamboozled. I think I'd like to learn human... Well, my brain kind of went 2 ways there. I guess human proportions. Maybe like study like... I've always kind of wanted to do like life drawing, life art, life paint. What is it called? When someone's like sat in the middle and you draw them or paint them or something. I've always kind of wanted to do that. And whenever I like would get books about drawing and stuff, it'd always have like doing proportions, like you do this many circles to make up a person or something, this many heads make up a person, and portion them out in this way, and a square here and an oval there, and my brain just like disengages. I find it really boring. But then I also feel like maybe learning that stuff would help me be more confident when I draw people or animals. I feel like I always have this sort of like battle in my head, because then I'm like, well, I guess sometimes I worry that if I do that, I might become more rigid. But I am already really rigid, and I've struggled with that already. But I guess what I mean is I don't want to become too technical. I want to be flowy, you know? I just want to be flowy with art, I think, maybe. And maybe I'll lose a bit of flowiness or silliness in my art, and it become too... I think the reason I'm wary and apprehensive is because I have pressured myself the whole time that I can't draw stuff like very technical in a very technical way, or I guess like accurate, and I would always try to be realistic-ish, and then get really like stressed out because it doesn't, you know? So then maybe I get a bit like worried that way if I start doing that. Okay, what is this? This is what I'm talking about, having to like learn how to mix paints, because I thought I had purple there, and now this isn't purple. It was kind of purple before, but where am I going wrong? Do I need more blue? Maybe I need more blue. But I just think maybe I could learn more things this year. Yeah, I think I need to learn how to mix colours, because I thought red and blue makes purple, and it does, but past this point, I don't know, like, how would you go from that to this? You know what I mean? How do we go, red and blue makes purple, but how do you make this? Because then I put white in it, and it just made that lighter, it didn't. So what colour am I missing here? You see what I mean? Is it the shades of the starting colours that I need to change? I'd really like to learn how to, like, mix colours in a cool... Wait, because that's really dark. I'm not going to be able to see what I've drawn on it afterwards. What if I put white on top of this? Let's just have fun. Hey guys, let's just have fun. So yeah, I'd like to learn more things. Yeah, see what I mean? Then it makes it like a sort of really pale colour. So then what would I add to make this? How would I get that? Because if I put more red in, it doesn't... I can't compute in my brain the jump, you know? I can't compute it. And there are people out there that can just do it. They can see something, like they could maybe look, say if this part of the magazine was like scratched off, they could look and be like, okay, I know what colours I need to put together to make that exact shade with what I have. You know what I mean? And it's like, whoa, you fucking magician, man. Absolute magic. But yeah, I really enjoy painting. I have to say, I do enjoy it. But I haven't painted in a long time. But I think this year maybe I'd like to paint some more too. I have a few things in mind. I've had a few things in mind for a long time, really. Okay, these definitely are not turning out. here's the idea, and here's the reality. But the fact that I'm sitting down and making, hey, that makes me happy. Okay, I'm gonna add that to the. Well, I'll probably forget after this video. I'll probably remember again when I edit it. But let me add that to my little imaginary list of stuff to do this year. understand painting more. Okay, so what have I got? I've done pink, purple, blue. I've done green. I was unsure if I want to stick with this. This one I'm just going to do like little wiggly lines around. This one, I'm kind of wondering I could maybe use Posca markers. Oh my god, I could do Posca markers for some of these. Okay, let me do Posca markers. Pump up the jam, pump it up. I don't know if any of you guys have one of those brains that just as soon as you open your eyes, you're on, you're switched on. Do you know what I mean? The brain goes. But usually when I wake up, a song starts playing in my head straight away. And for the past week and a half, it's been pump up the jam, pump it up. And it'll just be that over and over again. Pump up the jam, pump it up. What is it? While the beat is jumping or something. And then it'll just go over and over and over again. So usually in the morning, I wake up, what have I got? I've got blue, I've got pink, and I've got purple. Not the exact shades, but you know what? Let's fucking go. We'll use these, that's fine. Yeah, I'll wake up at like, maybe like 10 to 7 in the morning-ish. Oh, I haven't even used these yet. I'm like, I hate getting up in the morning. I'm really not a morning person. I'm like, my eyes are hardly open and I'm groaning because I don't want to get up. And then my brain's like, pump up the gym, pump it. And I'm like, oh God, please. I can't take it. I can't take it. It's kind of crazy because that makes it sound like my brain's a really like upbeat, fun thing to be around, and it's really not a lot of the time. Get your booty on the floor tonight, make my day. Yeah, so that's been the theme, but it really changes quite often what song plays in my head when I wake up. I'm trying to think of what the other ones were. It's so funny that I can forget considering I had to listen to it. Oh, I'm like a bird, I don't even fly away. I don't know where my home is. Oh my god, it was that. Oh god, it was that song for so long. It was that song for so long. You mentioned that, like, blaring in your brain as soon as you open your eyes. It's just like, what are you playing at? Do you know what I mean? My brain's always telling me, like, this is too much, I'm exhausted, like, I need to rest. And I'm like, okay, cool, brain. I'm doing my side of the bargain, alright? I'm trying to get us to rest more. What is happening here? I'm doing my side, alright? I'm taking the pressure off. I'm doing more practices that help us chill out and have a good time. And then when I open my eyes, why are you blaring, I'm like a bird, I don't even fly away? Why are you blaring that? Like, you should be sleeping. You should be resting. You keep telling me you need to rest. Like, what's going on, man? Do you know what I mean? When I went to sleep, I closed my eyes to rest because you need rest and I need rest, brain. Yeah, I do talk to my brain like we're not the same person, because my brain does, you know, you know, your brain, you and your brain are connected, obviously, and you kind of are, but that, you know, your brain also will just do what it wants a lot of the time. Brain's just fucking rocking, thinking what it wants to, and I'm just along for the ride. Do you know what I mean? and I'm just like, hey, this is bedtime now, right? We're gonna relax, right, brain? Because that's what you want. And brain's like, yeah, we're gonna relax. I really need to relax, man. I've been stressed out all day, and I'm like, yeah, brain, cool. This is chill. Let's close my eyes and try and go to sleep. And brain's like, but remember this. I'm like, brain, come on now. And then I go to sleep, and guess what happens? Just fucking anxiety nightmares. Like, just take a rest. Just take the night off. Just take the night off. Just fucking kick your fucking wrinkles up and go to sleep, brain. It's too much, man. It's too much. Why do these feel... Every time I watch people use Posca markers, right, it's like they will draw stuff and it's like this... It's literally like they've drawn with paint. Like really thick, beautiful, even paint. And then I use it and look at this. It's just like... It's so patchy and I don't understand... And watery, but I don't understand why. So how many did I need of these? 5. So 2, 3, 4, 5... There's another little look under the hood, what's going on in my brain. But yeah, if you do that as well, if your brain does that as well when you wake up, let me know what song it is that plays for you currently. Oh man, it's going to be I'm Like a Bird again now. I shouldn't have started talking about it because I got so sick of that song. I really did get so sick of that song. At least with Pump Up the Jam, it's kind of motivating a little bit. It's kind of, I don't know whether it's better or worse when it's a song I'm not really that keen on or not fussed on. Because sometimes if it's songs that I really like, then it ruins it. Then my brain ruins it for me because I've had to listen to it so many times. And it's not even like my brain will play the whole song. It will just play that like one line from the song over and over. And it's like, oh, fucking hell. Oh, no, I dropped the lid. Oh, well. There you go. See, this one, the blue one, is more like what I'm talking about. It's more solid, whereas the pink and the lavender one is like watery. Look at this. Wait, I'll show you close up in a sec. Look at the difference here. Do you see what I'm saying? Why are some really watery and some really solid? I don't understand. Maybe I should make a zine, because I was talking in my previous video. Was it in my previous video? Yeah, previous video. I was talking about making zines, and I had ideas for zines. I have one that's like an earworm and like vocal stem one. Maybe I should make a zine of like songs that my brain plays when I wake up, and it can just be ongoing until I've filled enough pages. Okay, so that's posted shit online. That's yoga. So I was going to draw little people on the yoga one, so maybe I'll just do the little peace signs. I'll do the writing as well in blue, why not? I don't know why I put peace signs for this. I don't know why I put peace signs for yoga. I guess because it's chill and all positive stuff, you know, normally. Oh yeah, so I did the coffee one. I think I'll just do all coffee beans. I don't think I'll draw the little things. I did it with like a gold gel pen, but I do have a gold Posca marker. If you are a coffee drinker or like a cafe drink, basically if you buy drinks from like cafes or something, coffee shops, what's your order? At the moment, so I love like a caramel frappuccino, but I only really like them from Starbucks. So if I go anywhere else, I will get a caramel mocha because I love hot chocolate so much and caramel. That if I can have that with coffee involved, let's fucking pop off, do you know what I mean? But yeah, the caramel frap has to be Starbucks because I've tried it in other places and it just tastes so like, it just tastes like sweeteners to me, and I really don't like the flavour of sweeteners. I'm just like, just give me sugar. Guys, come on now. Just give me the sugar. Let's stop fucking around. And then we have the front one. Oh, I haven't used this one either. Surprise, surprise. I've really been itching to watch like old game shows for a really long time now. It's funny because I was talking to my friend recently about if he turned into a worm. And I went off on this whole thing about like how I would set up like a worm blind date, which I'm going to make a comic about. And he said that it's cool if I post it online, so that's why I'm talking to you guys about it. But I was like, I would make like a mini worm-sized blind date set, and we would do like Cilla Black blind date, and I'd find other men that had turned into worms, and like we'd have like a little game show to find a worm date to live in like the worm house I'd make him. It's funny because I had been itching to watch like old game shows for a while, because sometimes when I watch like Limmy clips, he's watching old game shows as well, which kind of reminds me, but I want to watch like Blankety Blank, and I want to watch Blind Date, and yeah, I want some of those 90s game shows back. Oh my god, Supermarket Sweep. Oh, I fucking love that so much. So I'm going to have a look online and see if I can find... I mean, they must be on YouTube, and just watch some old TV. I kind of just feel I want to watch old TV. Current day is too depressing. I wanna have like a little 90s situation for myself. Oh, I'm fucking it up. Oh no, I fucked it up. Oh, I fucked it up because I shouldn't have. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Look how much paint. Oh, I fucked it. Oh, I've royally fucked that up. Shit on it. I'm just gonna. Oh, it's terrible. But as is the spirit for today, it doesn't have to be perfect. That does not. Look at how cards are. Oh man. Hey, it's fine. Hey, I'm going with it. I said I would. I would accept imperfections, and I'm doing it. Live. Right now. Okay, so let's do some vibes around it. Get your booty on the floor tonight. Okay, cool. God, look at this. Look at this. Oh my god, you know what? Maybe for February, because I'm not getting another sheet out and cutting more, I might make a punch card that is accepting imperfection. I might just do that. How many times I accepted imperfections in things I do and make. Okay, so we've got the front one. I got paint on my arm. Oh, jeez, what a mess. What a mess. Right, so you know what? Fuck it. maybe I'll get some colouring pencils on this once it's dried and just add a little pizzazz, you know, just cheer it up a little bit. So that's the starting one. Cool. Done. Cover done. Let's do whatever the green one is. That's Veggie Days, isn't it? Yeah, so Veggie Days. Let's go with that. So, what is this? Veggie Days, okay. I wonder if it would make sense for me to punch the holes in them when I cut them out so that I know the boundaries of what I'm doing. Okay. Hey, look. Learning in real time. I'll do that next time. Veggie Days. Do you guys have any ideas for punch cards? If you make them, like what sort of stuff you've done, or if you were to, what you would make punch cards for. So definitely accepting imperfections, I think, is one I'm going to do in the future. I might do one of like played video games, because although I have been playing a bit of RimWorld, I haven't really given myself time to have some gaming sessions, and I'd really like to do that more. Hopefully next week I should be playing some games with friends, which will be really nice, because I haven't done that since like pre-Christmas really. Carrot, potato, pepper, and a tomato, which when I drew this before, I was like, fuck, a tomato's a fruit. But you know what? We're going to let tomato off. He wants to be involved. A leek, an onion, some asparagus, some cauliflower, somebody wants to wee. And an aubergine. Okay, so we've got Veggie Days. Very nice. If I do say so myself. Where have I put the other one? Oh, up here. Okay, so Veggie Days is done. We have... How many walks I do? It's funny, I saw a reel the other day of like a woman brushing her teeth, and she was saying how she's like realised how often she is living like in a rushed state. And it's her like frantically brushing her teeth, and then she like stops and like slows down and is like, why am I rushing right now? Why am I brushing my teeth like I need to like sprint out of the door? And it's so funny because I was like, hey, that's a good thing to recognise. Because I've noticed I make so many mistakes when I type now, whether it's on like I mean I used to anyway because, you know, but I've noticed it's increased a lot recently. And I was like, why am I getting worse at typing? And my brain's like, that's probably because you've got some hidden brain fucking illness and your brain's deteriorating and you can't. And then I was like, well, wait a minute, it's probably not what's happening. And then I would like catch myself when I was typing, and I realised I was just like I'd like frantically type on my phone or on my keyboard so fast that it would become like gibberish. And I kept stopping and being like recently I've been stopping and just kind of being like, just slow down. You don't have to type this fast. There's no emergency. The person on the other side waiting for your message is not like, it's not urgent. It's fine. And so I've been trying to like actively like slow down. Just like take a breather. And it's just, yeah, it's so funny you can get like into habits and you don't even realise it until like something like a reel, or you hear someone talk about something related to them and you're like, wait a minute, I do that too. Why do I do that? Why am I like this? Also, sometimes my brain is just like a million miles per hour, to be honest with you. My brain or like my hands go before my brain's caught up. Or sometimes I'll say something and then I'll stop and be like, why did I just say that? Why is my brain going before me? Like sometimes I'll say something, not rude or really mean, but sometimes I'll be in like a social situation and I'll say something and I'll just stop and be like, that probably didn't come across how I meant. Actually, a lot of times I feel like things don't come across how I mean them. But I'll just like say it or type it, and then afterwards, I feel like afterwards the part of my brain that sort of like, I guess like filters things or something. I'm not saying heinous things, by the way. I just mean like the other part of my brain catches up and is like, are we oversharing right now? And I'm like, yeah, I think we are. Why didn't you press that alarm bell before I pressed enter? Or before the words left my mouth? Okay, that's the meditation station. Done. So I wanted to do like little people in poses that spell yoga. I don't know how like successfully I've done this, but I'm gonna go for it anyway. I'm getting really sleepy. So it's just getting worse. It's getting worse as I go on, but I tried to make them kind of say yoga, so like YOGA, you know, and a little heart. A little person doing a little heart with their hands. So I've got yoga, posted shit online, so Insta, YouTube, Bluesky. Okay. That's that one. And then... And hey, if you made anything or worked on anything while you were watching, let me know what you're working on. It doesn't have to be, you know, the same kind of stuff I do. I'm still interested. I'm just taking liberties now with this. It's so funny, like sometimes, well, a lot of the time I'm like, oh my god, it has to be perfect. It doesn't look good. And then once I start getting like sleepy or something, then it's like, fuck it. It'll be alright. Just make it really messy. It doesn't matter. That's really dark. But it's okay. Just because I really wanted it to be like a vibrant purple. But it's fine. It's all good. Okay, and then this is the coffee one. Which I think I'll have to retroactively stamp this one. Because I have bought quite a few coffees. I mean, 10 coffees in a month though? How many weeks are in a month? 4. I think I buy a coffee every week. So I don't know why I thought I'd be buying like 10. Maybe it should have been like coffees drank. No, that doesn't make sense either. Oh well. Oh, I fucking smudged it. Oh, bollocks. I'm getting sloppy now because I'm tired. And although I want to get better at accepting imperfections, I also don't want to just be sloppy about things. Do I have a green one I could decorate around the coffee beans? And that could sort of brighten this one up a little bit. Where have I put the big pack of Posca markers? Is there a green in there? There's not, but there's like a turquoisey colour. So let me use that one. Oh, I saw someone posted on Instagram as well a like swatch book where they put like washi tape swatches, pen swatches, paint swatches. So it's like a little library of all of the craft stuff, and I was like, that's going on my list of things to make. Thank you. The only thing I don't like as well about Posca markers is you have to do the up-down thing, and it like blunts the tip. Hello, Smell. Are you hungry? Okay, I'm gonna go feed the cat. I'll be right back. Okay, the beast has been fed. Right, that is that. I'm really not pleased with how this one turned out, especially with how some of these have turned out. But it's okay. It's fine. I'll know next time. Actually, do you know what? I might put some green paint on this one. Maybe. Oh, yeah, that's a bit better. Oh, actually, that's so much better. Oh, no. No, it's bleeding. The ink's bleeding. It's okay, though. The reason I'm, like, being really persistent on saying, it's okay, is because I can be very easily... I can give up on stuff really easily if I start to feel bad about it. If I feel like I've done a bad job or it's not good enough. I can get really like, I'll just sort of give up and like shut myself off a little bit. And I don't want to do that anymore. It's not nice. It's not good for me. Not helpful. If I don't make these mistakes, then I don't learn. You know what I mean? I don't learn anything. If you don't make mistakes, you don't learn. And I want to learn. So that does still look a bit rough. But it's cool. The thing is, I made something. And ultimately that was my goal, is that I wanted to make something. That's all that matters today. You know, no one's buying this. I'm not trying to sell this to anyone, so it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, so let's put this shit together. So maybe I'll do them in this order. There we go. If I get them all together, I wonder if I can just like punch them all in one go. Should we have a look? It might be a bit too much for the hole punch. We shall see. Yeah, it's too much for the hole punch. Okay, let's do 2 at a time maybe. Okay, nice. And then let me get a ring for them. I'm thinking blue. Oh no, I'm thinking purple actually. Let's do purple. Oh my god, look how cute. I did it. Okay, so here we go. I have my punch cards. Isn't that cool? So they are a bit messy and imperfect, but that's fine. That's me. So we've got January, just like saying what it is, 2026 punch cards. I've got my craft one, how many craft kits I completed, how many times I posted online, meditation, yoga, how many times I went on walks, how many coffees I bought, and how many vegetarian days I had. So I guess I should like retroactively do some of them because we're deep in January and I've already done some of these things. So I've definitely bought at least 1 coffee a week. And what are we, like 2 weeks into January? Let me look. No, we're 3 Saturdays into January. So, should we... Oh, shit, do you know what I didn't think about? How's the hole puncher going to get... Oh, no, it can. It can. That's fine. I was like, is the hole puncher going to get further enough in? Okay, let's punch them together. So, we got 1, 2, 3. I'm trying to think, did I buy a coffee any other day? I don't think I did. I think like actually from like a coffee van or a coffee shop, I bought 3 coffees. I haven't had any vegetarian days yet. Craft kits, I did do the bunny, so I've done 1 craft kit. Okay, posted shit online. I have definitely posted on Instagram. Yeah, because I posted the zine I made. So there's 1. Meditation, I have for sure meditated at least once. Because now I'm doing yoga every day, I kind of get my meditation in there as well. But see, for future reference, I'm going to have to see how far the hole punch goes, because it can't quite reach the little drawings on some parts, but I did meditate at least once. Yoga, I'm trying to think now how many yoga videos I'm in. I think I've probably done 10, maybe. Or am I... Let me have a little look. Let me have a look at the yoga calendar. I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've done 9. So I pretty much smashed it on the yoga card. Oh, I didn't take any pictures! Oh, fuck it. I wanted to take pictures of them to put on Instagram. Too late, I'm getting the dopamine from fucking punching these. And how many walks I've done. Now, I go on like 2 walks a day, minimum, but I think I might rate these walks on walks outside of that. So I can definitely put... Hey, you've just been fed. I don't know. I don't know what to say to you, man. You've just been fed. And that's what you were yelling for before. I'll definitely put 1 on there for that. Yeah, so I'm really pleased with that. I think that's really fun. And I'm definitely going to make 1 for February. I'm going to have to think about like what I want to put on it. Yeah, that's a really cool idea. I'm glad I saw it going around Instagram. And I was thinking like afterwards I can just like stick these in my... You got to use your little tray. Sorry. Should we get you a punch card for how many times you shit in your tray? What a vulgar ending to the video. Yeah, I'm going to then stick them in my sketchbook afterwards because they're really cool. And I made them, so... Yeah, thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed me like rattling while I made some stuff. And yeah, let me know if you have any ideas of like what sort of things you would put on punch cards for the month. And hopefully I'll see you next video. Just take care of yourself, guys. I'll see you soon.